Hi there everybody, welcome to Maker Monday with the Warren County Library. My name is Sandy Roberts and I'm the Makerspace Coordinator for the Warren County Library System. That means that I operate out of Southwest where we have our Makerspace, and I do everything from crafts and sewing to computer coding and 3D printing. Our Makerspace is there for you as a public to use when the library is open, as a place to create and innovate and invent and come up with brand new things and share those wonderful ideas and skills with others. So I've been doing Maker Mondays for a long time for the library system, and now that we all need to be at home to stay safe and healthy, we thought we'd try it online instead. So this is our very first virtual Maker Monday. We'll have them every week at 2 p.m. So be sure to check in here on the Facebook page to see other fun activities. Today we're going to start with something really simple using materials that you have around the house. A couple of weeks ago I saw a meme go around and it said, "Let there be light." And it encouraged people to set up luminaries or candles or other lights to guide the way for our healthcare workers and others who are on the front line caring for others during this time. And I just thought that that was really a beautiful thing. I think we could all use a little bit more light in our world, and isn't it a treasure to be able to maybe drive at night and just see your neighborhood lit up to remind people that there is good and positive in the world right now, even when it can seem kind of scary. So I have a nice little luminary project here that we're going to do today. These templates are available on the library Facebook page. I'll be posting them in the comments below, so if you didn't grab one under the Facebook event, you can grab it now. There are blank ones. This one actually says "Let there be light." I have one that says "This little light of mine" because that was my favorite song at camp when I was a kid. But you can get creative with it. So the first thing you need to do is print out your template. This prints on regular old 8.5 by 11 copy paper. You don't have to do it on anything fancy or special. If you have cardstock, that might make your luminary a little stronger, okay? But copy paper works really nicely because we want the light to shine through our creation, okay? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to decorate your creation, and there's a lot of ways to do that. You can use colored pencils. They work really nicely. Okay, there is an example I made with colored pencils. You can use, this is one of my favorites, highlighters. Okay, highlighters are nice and bright and they don't color the paper too much, so there's one I did with highlighters. You can also use stickers. So this one I did with just a couple of letter stickers, but you can get creative. The goal though is you don't want to cover the whole thing with lots of dark colors or cover the whole thing with stickers, because you want the light to be able to shine through the paper. And if you cover it too much, you're not going to see that. You can also get creative. I have some pinking shears here which kind of have teeth on them, and you can make a decorative edge if you have decorative scissors. You can use even like regular hole punches and punch holes in it and let more light through. And then you can get really creative. Here I have some that I put different designs in and then put tissue paper behind it, and that makes a really nice effect too. Alright, so there's a lot of ways that you can decorate your luminary and make it special. Okay? If you're going to be making a lot of luminaries, say you want to do your whole driveway, maybe not on a rainy day like today, but or you want to line them up along your porch, what I suggest is either printing one on cardstock if you have that ability, or just get an old box from like crackers, or this is from a cake mix. Open your box up, okay, and you're going to cut out your template and lay it on the box, okay, glue it down if you want to, or tape it down, and then cut out the box so you have a nice strong template. Then you can just trace that onto whatever paper you want, and it makes it a little bit faster. If your parent might have a Cricut or a Silhouette, one of those digital craft cutters or vinyl cutters, I'm going to put in the comments a little file so that you can use that cutter to cut out lots and lots of luminaries if you like. I actually use that to make these, okay? But if you just have, if you're an older child or a teen and you have an X-Acto knife or maybe some cool scrapbooking punches, you can do this without a fancy machine. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you need is just a pair of scissors. I tried to keep on this template all the lines nice and straight so it was easy to cut out. But if you need help, ask mom, ask dad, ask older brother or sister. You don't have to make it perfect, okay? And it's easy to print another one if you need to. Now, of course, if you have lunch bags at home, you can just use those lunch bags and decorate those too. I wanted something that was kind of small, and I wanted to be able to use white paper, and frankly, I don't keep lunch bags around because we use reusable lunch bags when we go out. So it just wasn't something that I had. You're going to cut on all of the solid lines along this template. Okay? Like I said, if you have one of those digital cutters or something like that, that can be really easy. If you're more comfortable using a craft knife and a mat for this, go ahead. It's really whatever works for you. So you're going to decorate your template first, and then you're going to cut out on all the solid lines. Okay, here we go. We've got this all nicely cut now. Now we're going to fold along our dotted lines, okay? So if you want to hide the dotted lines inside, you can just go ahead and fold this the other way. I'm not too worried about it because no one's going to be able to see it from the road anyway. So I'm just folding and creasing my folds on these dotted lines really, really well. Okay, making sure I'm doing a good job because I want my luminary to take shape. Okay, if they aren't perfect, it's not the end of the world. Okay, nice creases like that. So now I've got those 4 creases. Now I'm going to fold the bottom. Okay, tab. This one has 2 folds. Okay, we've got the other tab right there that we're going to fold. So you can see that. And then we're going to go ahead and, okay, so now we've got all of our items folded and ready to go. We're going to start by putting some glue on tab 1, okay? Go ahead and put plenty on there. And then we're going to fold it in and make sure that these tabs are out of the way. And you're just going to line it up with the other edge of your luminary and just press it down like that. Okay? If all goes well, you should open it up and have a nice little box shape. Okay? Now we're going to do the bottom. For this, we're going to put lots of glue on tab 2, lots of glue on tab 3, and some glue on tab 4 right there, which I didn't do a very good job folding, but that's okay. Okay, so you're going to fold tab 2 and 3 in, and then tab 4 is actually going to go inside your luminary. Okay? Now, if you are using tape instead of glue, you may want to put tab 4 on the outside because it's going to be a little bit easier to tape. And you kind of put your hand inside to guide that if you need to. Okay? And then just press it. Press everything together. And there you go. You've got the bottom of your luminary. Okay? And that's really all it takes. You've got your little luminary ready to go. Now, you need to use a tea light. I like to use these little electric tea lights. I do not recommend putting a real flame inside these little luminaries. They can get warm and they can burn. Okay, so you definitely want to go with the nice, safe little electric tea light. And all you got to do is just pop that in. They last a really long time. Mine have been going for quite a few days already. So you can get a lot of use out of them. And there we go. We've got our little luminary. And like I said, if you want, you can do some tissue paper, make them look really neat. Let's see. Here's the highlighted one. That's the highlighters. You can't see them too well in the light, but I'll show some pictures with them in the darkness too. Now, if you have extra tea lights on hand, you can have a lot of fun with these. There's a website called Scrappy Circuits. It has lots of projects that you can do by taking apart tea lights. So I'm just going to show you real quick how to do that. If you look on the bottom, there's a little screw there. You're just going to use the smallest screwdriver you can find around the house and undo that screw like that. Okay? And then you're just going to lift up that case, and inside is a battery. This is a coin cell battery. You're just going to go ahead and use a screwdriver or your fingers. Just pop that battery out. Okay? Now we want to get at the light that's inside there. There's a light, an LED, a light emitting diode in there that we want to get. So I just used the screwdriver, and you just kind of have to use brute force here. And you're just going to pop it apart. This can be a little challenging. This is one of those things you may want to ask mom or dad to help you with. Mine is being really difficult today. Depends a little bit on the brand, I find. There we go. Pop! Okay? So we don't need this part. What we're after is this little LED right here. That's what we want. Now, again, each is going to be a little different, but you're going to just very gently figure out how to take that LED out of this creation. Now, let's see if we can get it to come on out. There we go. And again, this is something you may need mom and dad's help with, or an older brother or sister. You can even carefully use your scissors. You just want to leave yourself as much of that leg as you can. All right. So now you have an LED and you've got a battery. And when you put the legs of the LED over the battery, okay, it will light up. Ta-da, like that. Now, a little bit of tape. Where'd my tape go? I have lost my tape. You can put that together with a little bit of duct tape or masking tape, and then you can use pipe cleaners. And if you just take those pipe cleaners, okay, and twist them up, twist, 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 you'll do a much nicer job than I'm doing because I'm going really quick. Okay, you twist those up, and I grab my tape because that's what I've got on hand, okay, and attach that LED, a little bit of masking tape, like I said, duct tape, invisible tape. The important thing is you really want to push those little legs on the LED against the battery really well so that it has good contact. And then you just take your pipe cleaners, okay, and wrap them around the battery a little bit, okay, kind of squish them into place like that, and you've got a fun magic wand that you can use. You can put feathers on there or some ribbon on there and have a good time, okay? So I hope tonight you'll make some little luminaries, put them in your window, put them on your porch. If the weather's good, you can put them on your driveway or your walkway. If you do put them outside, you're going to want to put a couple little rocks or something in there to hold them in place, because otherwise they can get blown away and that wouldn't be very much fun. But you can light up the night and light up your neighborhood and let everyone know that you're thinking of them. Share that light with others. Let our healthcare workers know how much we appreciate all that they're doing to keep us safe and healthy. All right? And of course you can make your little magic wand and then go to Scrappy Circuits. The link will be in the comments where you can learn to hack that tea light and make all kinds of neat circuits out of paper clips and cardboard and other things you have around the house. It's a lot of fun and it's a great way to learn some science. So if you make any of these projects, make sure you share them with your parents' permission and make sure that you tag us. You can put @WarrenLib or you can use #WarrenLib, and that way we'll get to see all of your amazing creations. Be sure to join me back here next Monday, 2 p.m. for another fun project. Check the event the couple of days before and I'll have the material list for you, okay? And I'll be posting templates for these in the comments of this video. I hope you have a lot of fun. I miss all of you. I can't wait till I can see you in person again. But in the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep making.